Good afternoon, everyone. As people are coming in, we know we're a little bit behind, but we're wanting to give people a little bit of extra time to get up here and out of the rain. So we'll be getting started here in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, that's where the energy is. Everybody dried off now? A little bit? We're getting there? Well, welcome. Sorry about this weather. Thank you all for making it despite the rain. My name is Elizabeth Strojan. I'm the Executive Director of the Louisville Metro Housing Authority, and it is truly my honor to welcome you to LMHA's 39th Annual Scholarship Ceremony. That's pretty good. So this is one of my favorite events of the year, not just because we're celebrating academic excellence, but because we're lifting stories of perseverance, grit, and growth. Today, we recognize 16 outstanding individuals who are taking bold steps towards a brighter future. And it's not just the 16 individuals we're celebrating, it's all the families that are here with you. It's all the friends, it's everybody that wish they could have been here with you, and it's all of us here at LMHA cheering you on. Among our recipients today are mothers, grandmothers, first-generation college students, and aspiring leaders. But because we're lifting stories of perseverance, grit, and growth, we are all celebrating our unique stories and shared determination to succeed. I think, have some Hot Wheels toys in my purse, if that's helpful for anybody here. Your journeys are a powerful reminder of the strength within the LMHA community. To date, listen to this. LMHA is proud to have awarded 551 scholarships. That's great. Totaling $1.4 million since this program began. Each $1,500 award is more than financial assistance. It's an investment in potential, in dreams, and in the future of our city. A couple weeks ago, some of you were on the receiving end of this, I had the opportunity to call and congratulate a couple of the scholarship recipients. At that moment, I knew this group of individuals represented something truly special. Congratulations, and please know that we are all rooting for you. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce someone who understands the importance of community empowerment and perseverance and grit and growth, Deputy Mayor David James. My man.
Well, hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Well, good. I want to thank everybody, first of all, for showing up today and coming out in the rain. And I see lots of friends in the audience, but I also want to take the time to recognize the people and the staff that work for Metro Housing Authority. They do a great job under Elizabeth's leadership, and I just want to say you're doing an outstanding job. So Mayor Greenberg couldn't be here today, so he asked me to come and say congratulations to you all and to thank your family who's here, because I don't think you'd be here without your family, because they gave you lots of love and support. But not only are we saying congratulations to you for what you've accomplished, but we're also saying we have great expectations of you, right? This is just not the end. You just didn't finish something. You're starting something. And we expect you to keep this going, keep this momentum going, and have people looking up to you, and they'll follow you, right? Everybody good with that? All right, because that's what we're expecting. All right, don't let us down. I'm just saying. All right, so I won't talk very long because I'm going to be a good politician and shut up. But I really just want to say congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you to the families. Thank you to LMHA for keeping this going. Thank you for Manford for being who he was. Thank you very much.
What's up, everybody? How we feeling? We good? Good energy? Hey, I'm here to introduce an exciting person, so go ahead and boost that energy. A friend, mentor, brother, someone that I've known for a long time, Mr. Devon Holt. So I'm going to read his bio. It's pretty lengthy, so bear with me. He's done a lot. Devon Holt is a multi-talented executive who combines nearly 30 years of experience as an institutional brand manager, cultural creator, strategic communicator, and people conveyor. In 2024, Holt was named the president and CEO of the Muhammad Ali Center right here in Louisville, Kentucky. His hometown. Let's give it up for that. That's awesome. Yes, yes, yes. The museum is a 96,000 square foot cultural center that showcases the life and legacy of Louisville's own Muhammad Ali and carries forward the legacy of service to others and fighting for justice for all. Prior to joining the Muhammad Ali Center, Holt served as the Chief External Affairs Officer at Goodwill Industries of Kentucky. Now, during his 5 years at Goodwill, he helped the nonprofit organize and turn a 20-acre inner city brownfield site into a $120 million opportunity campus in Louisville's most underserved community. That's the West End. Come on, let's give it up for that. Awesome, awesome. Now get this, the campus includes a 125,000 square foot resource center operated by Goodwill and the first full service hospital in the area in more than 100 years. Now, in addition to overseeing the marketing, communications, public relations, fundraising, and government affairs for the nonprofit organization, he served as the superintendent of Kentucky's first ever high school for adults, which Goodwill opened in 2022. Now, after a successful multi-year legislative lobbying and fundraising campaign led by Holt, previously, Devon Holt served as the National Director of Customer Engagement for Rest Care Workforce Services and the Special Assistant to the Superintendent of Jefferson County Public Schools. Now, in all of these roles, he functioned as the lead external affairs officer for both organizations and introduced a collection as innovative solutions to help maintain the respect status of the nation's largest workforce service provider and America's 28th largest school district. There's more. His leadership efforts were recognized in the community study conduct by Leadership Louisville, which identified him as one of the city's most connected citizens who has found success at getting things done as a trusted leader. Now, as an economic developer professional, his work helped create approximately, get this, $400 million in the new business investments and more than $1,000 for new jobs and inner city residents. He produced these unprecedented results by managing the inner city business expansions and attraction projects of the city of Louisville. Now, in 2003, his best-selling book, Hip Hop Slope, The Impact of a Dysfunctional Culture, was published and led him to lecture circuit. Since then, the book has become the subject of national debates and has been deemed required reading for college students around the country. Now, in 2024, Holt received an honorary degree from Simmons College of Kentucky for his decades of work in helping to revitalize inner city communities and the people who live in them. Holt is married to Lori Holt, and they are the parents of two future leaders, Alexandria and Aaron, and he currently lives in Louisville. Now you understand why it was important for Mr. Holt to be here today. So please help me welcome my friend, mentor, brother, Devon Holt.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Am I the only one who's soaking wet? I am, but I tell you what, the rain was not going to keep me from being here today. I'm sincere when I say I left a finance meeting. Deputy Mayor David James will tell you, you should never walk out of a room when they're talking about money. But I did today because I needed to hear, because this is important. This is important as we talk about next steps, new futures, growth, and building ourselves in a way that not only make you all better, but ultimately what you are committing yourselves to is ultimately going to make you better. I know it's a boring speech. I'd be crying too if I was sitting in the crowd. I wouldn't want to listen either, but I promise I won't be too terribly long, okay? So listen, I want to celebrate the success that you guys are the pathway to success that you guys are creating for yourself. And that's important as you start thinking about your future and you start thinking about what success looks like. When I think about success, I think about it in the same way that Maya Angelou explained what success was. We all know who she is, a great woman of wisdom who explains success this way. She says, success is liking who you are, liking how you do it. Liking who you are, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. She says, if you can check those three boxes, It doesn't matter how much money you have in your pocket. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what you do. She says, if you can like who you are, like what you do, and like how you do it, you can consider yourself a success. And so my hope is that you find yourself on a pathway where you like yourself, that you look in the mirror, that you smile and that person in the mirror smiles back. I hope that you find yourself in a position where after this process, you position yourself to do something that you really enjoy, something that you really like. They had shared that I became the president and CEO of the Muhammad Ali Center. And let me tell you something, I'm doing something I like. He's my hero. Get a chance every day to wake up and help build the life and legacy of the greatest of all time. That is something I like. And then you ask the question after you smile at the person in the mirror and after you find the job and do the thing that you like to do, that you find a way to do it in a way that you like. It doesn't compromise who you are, doesn't make you uncomfortable in the way that you find yourself operating and doing those things. That's when you start to find success and when you ultimately become what my son called me when I was little. When he was little, he just turned 16 years old. When he was about 6 years old, he saw me on television, and when he saw his dad on television, he called me said, "My dad's a big shot." And we had a conversation about what a big shot was. And he was trying to come up with this fancy definition about what a big shot was. He wanted to impress me with his ability to think about definitions to these words that he used. And I challenged him and said that a big shot is really nothing more than a little shot who kept on shooting. That's all a big shot is. A big shot is a little shot who kept on shooting. And guess what? Anytime you find yourself on a pathway to success, you're going to have to find something deep down inside of you to keep on shooting. Because one thing I can guarantee you, there are going to be people who are trying to block your shots. There are going to be people who will tell you that you can't shoot, that you shouldn't shoot. There will be people who will try to take your ball because they don't believe that you have the capacity to do it. But if you want to be a big shot, you got to keep finding ways to take the shots. The little shot who kept on taking the shot. And the way that you ultimately do that is finding yourself wrapped in a growth pattern built around discipline. And when I say discipline, I don't want you to go open the dictionary to find that big word definition for discipline. Discipline is this. Let me help you understand what it is, because it really becomes the definition for success. Discipline is having the ability to say yes to the thing you want to say no to, and no to the thing you want to say yes to. That's all discipline is. Let me give you an example of how it works. Me and you see Deputy Mayor James, we both lost some weight. And in order to lose weight, we had to exercise discipline. So let me tell you how it works. Saying yes to the thing you want to say no to, and no to the thing you want to say yes to. So when I decided I wanted to lose weight, and I got in my car and I was driving down Dixie Highway and I'm driving through Shively and I stop at the red light and I look to my left and I see that Krispy Kreme sign in the window with the light on. What's the name with the lights in the window? Hot donuts. Hot donuts. Hot donuts. And so you see that, and everything in me says, yes, go get you some hot donuts. But discipline says what? No. Discipline is having the ability to say no to the thing you want to say yes to. And then once I'm able to drive by Krispy Kreme and I go home and I go down in my basement, and in my basement is the most vile, despicable, evil invention that God has ever created. It's called a treadmill. And that treadmill is, come on, give me 30 minutes, give me 45 minutes, give me an hour. And everything in me says no. Everything in me says sit on the couch, watch Sports Center, relax, and enjoy the rest of your day. But discipline says what? Yes. Discipline is being able to say yes to the thing you want to say no to, and no to the thing you want to say yes to. And here's what happens. When you do that every day, and you drive by Krispy Kreme and you don't stop, and you go home and you go down in the basement into the treadmill, it won't happen on the first day. It won't happen on the second day. Won't happen even on the third, fourth, fifth day. But one day, you're going to walk past the mirror and you're going to look. I got out of the shower one day and I said, who is that dude? I like him, because it took continuous efforts, being able to say yes when I wanted to say no. But I'm convinced, ladies and gentlemen, that if you can put yourself in a position where you can keep saying yes when you want to say no, you will ultimately find yourself knocking on the door of success. It's not the big thing. It's not the big moment. You know, so many of us think that we've got to prepare ourselves for the big moment in order to be successful. Success is not built around finding the big moment, overcoming in the big moments and the big opportunities. Success is found in the small, little, everyday things that we do. My husband said the as in training, he said it was never for him the challenge of going up the mountain on his run. He said the challenge for him was always dealing with the small pebble that found itself in his shoe. It's never the big thing. It was a small thing. One of my mentors told me this. He said, very few of us get swallowed to death by whales. He said most of us get nibbled to death by minnows. It's the small things that normally do us in. Here's where you can find success. In conquering the small, doing the small things well, over and over and over and over. Well, you'll eventually, again, find yourself experiencing success. And then before I leave, I want to share with you what Muhammad, before he left, and the principles that he used as a young man who grew up in West Louisville, who grew up in the hood, who grew up where I'm from, and said he found these 6 core principles to ultimately become the greatest of all time. They're not anything that it's off limits to any of us. They're all available to us. These 6 things that Muhammad said made him great. The first one was, he said, confidence. Confidence. He said, you gotta believe that you can do it. You want to do it. That doesn't mean you wake up one day and you ultimately become the greatest boxer of all time. You got to train. You got to put in the work. But when you train and you put in the work, you ultimately believe that training, that work you put in makes you qualified to be able to do that thing. Confidence, conviction means you got to have a determination, believe in a thing. The hard work, because on this pathway to success, on this path, it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. So you got to be willing to commit yourself to do the hard thing. Is the rent here on earth. We all pay rent to stay somewhere, right? But he said right here on earth, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. He said giving is a part of what made him great. He said being able to find value in people with you who don't think like you think, who don't believe what you believe, being able to find value in those people and show them respect, he said, is one of the tenets to becoming great. And then after confidence, conviction, dedication, giving, respect, The last thing that Muhammad said made him the greatest of all time was that he had a commitment to spirituality. He believed that there was something bigger than him out in this world that was guiding him and directing him and causing him to commit to this life that ultimately made him the greatest of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that if you can commit yourself to living a life of confidence, conviction, dedication, giving, respect, and spirituality, you will also find yourself among the greatest of all time. Congratulations. We've got a. Did I see that? I thought on the agenda. I forgot it was. Turn him up. Working hard, just give it your all. Have determination, strength, and a desire to continue to move forward. Great education, and continue with your career beyond. We thank you. Thank you for your commitment to our city. Thank you for continuing your education. Congratulations and good luck.
Wow, that was a great speech. And that was a great video from our mayor. And we're just keeping you on your toes. The mic keeps going in and out. The video wasn't very loud. We're just making sure that everybody's listening real good. So I appreciate that. That's one of the small things that eats at you. It's the mic keeps going out. It's the small things. But I'm having a great time. I'm super proud of all of you. And it's very easy for me to come up here and to get to hold the microphone and to get to say all the fun things and get the picture taken with our esteemed guests here. But I want to give a moment to shout out the team that has done the work to make this possible, and that's LMHA's Special Programs team. Thank you all. Our special programs team runs our family self-sufficiency program, our Thrive program, which is how many of you all, as our scholarship recipients today, have connected with this opportunity to get this scholarship today. Our special programs team, they know our residents, they know our voucher holders, and they work really hard to make sure that folks have access to things that they need, the services that we all need, the supports that we all need in our lives. So let's give another big round of applause to our special programs team at LMHA. And this is new. Since last year's ceremony, we have a new director of the special programs team, and that is Miss Faith Hood, who's here in the lovely red. Come on up, Faith. Congratulations, Faith. You're doing a great job already. And Faith is going to walk us through some brief updates on the scholarship program, and then she's going to introduce each student. And Deputy Mayor James and our board chair, Pastor Gina Harris, will come up to help present our scholarships. Is that right? Did I get that right? Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be here. I feel like I have the best role to be able to present the certificates to you guys. And I want to first welcome you guys to our new home. This year's scholarship ceremony, this is my first time, as Elizabeth stated, to be able to hand out the awards for the scholarship program that's actually named after LMHA Board Chair Emeritus Manfred Reed Sr. So for the applicants, you guys kind of went through a grueling process. So all applicants this year were required to have a 2.5 GPA, write an essay about what they wanted to continue their education, provide 2 letters of recommendation, and then be interviewed by the scholarship committee. This year, we received 28 applicants. 22 were determined to meet eligibility requirements, and 19 were actually interviewed by the committee. We had a total of 16 recipients, and that's the largest we've had in the last few years. So can we just give a round of applause for that? So before we move forward in the awards, I want to take just a moment to recognize the scholarship committee. If you are here, can you please stand? You're standing already. Dana Bodenheimer, if you can wave your hand. Tasha Ellington. Jalen Level, Micah McLean, and Prascovia White. And myself. If I could have Deputy Mayor James and Chairperson Harris, if you can please step up to greet our students as they come up and hand them their certificates. Thank you. Right open. Honorees, please take your time as you're coming up. When you get your certificates, family and friends, we invite you to step up and take pictures. I would love to join you in every single one if I can. But we're going to go ahead and get down to business. Now, let's meet this year's recipients. So first off, we have Alexa Brandon. Alexa Brandon is a Housing Choice Voucher resident. She will be attending the University of Louisville, pursuing her degree in nursing. She feels drawn to psychiatric nursing, but is currently in the NICU. Ultimately, she would like to attain her degree as a nurse practitioner. Congratulations, Ms. Brandon. Next, we have Khadijah Camp. Khadijah is a Housing Choice Voucher resident attending Jefferson Community Technical College, pursuing culinary arts. She would like to open a Southern fine dining establishment that doubles as a lounge in the evening. Congratulations, Ms. Camp. Next, we have Janisha Embry. She is also a Housing Choice resident who will be attending the Louisville School of Phlebotomy, pursuing EKG technology program. She has 3 children and looks forward to being able to prioritize herself by attending school to pursue healthcare. Congratulations. Next up, Deasia Gatewood. She is a Housing Choice Voucher resident attending Kentucky State University, pursuing dentistry. She attended Southern High School and claims that helped her realize her desire to pursue healthcare. She is also a part of the KSU dance team Golden Girls. Next, we have Sakaya Lacey. She is also a Housing Choice resident, and she will be attending the University of Louisville in the fall, pursuing nursing to become a pediatric nurse. She was on the cheer team at Bursty Academy and looks forward to achieving her goals. Whew, you guys got some lofty goals. I love it. And next we have Sheree Milan. She is a Housing Choice Voucher resident who will be transferring from JCTC to pursue organizational leadership. She is a single mother of 2, working to change things for her and her children. Janaya Morrison is a Housing Choice Voucher resident who will be attending WKU as a fellow Hilltopper. Congratulations. She will be pursuing architectural science. She played basketball in high school and plans to become a manager for her college team. And we have Angelique Summerlin. Angelic, I'm sorry. She is also a Housing Choice Voucher resident attending the University of Louisville studying social work. She is a single mom and thankful for the support from Family Scholar House. Next, we have Sierra Woods. Miss Woods will be attending the Southern New Hampshire University, and she is pursuing a degree in human services. Congratulations. And last but certainly not least, Sharita Stevenson. Ms. Stevenson is a Housing Choice Voucher resident attending ATA College pursuing nursing. She is credentialed in cosmetology and after receiving her LPN hopes to marry that with nursing by focusing on hair loss treatment. Can we just give one more round of applause for all the recipients? Congratulations to you all. We wish you nothing but the best in your endeavors. We are not done yet. We still have 3 special awards to give out. To tell us more about those and introduce the presenters, I would like to have Dana Bodenheimer. She is a Special Programs Administrative Assistant. She will come up to present those 3 awards.
So this year marks the 24th time that we've awarded the Pat Randolph Memorial Scholarship. Pat Randolph was a commissioner on the Housing Authority of the Board of the Louisville Board for more than 3 years, and she passed away suddenly in October of 1993. Pat was a strong advocate for public housing residents and had great respect and concern for all of them. In addition to her responsibilities as a Housing Authority Commissioner, Pat was also very active as a volunteer in numerous community projects, a few of which included the Southwest Community Ministries, the Leo Corporation, Kentucky Youth Advocates, Dare to Care, Metro United Way, and Louisville Center Community Center. To all of these projects and others, Pat Randolph gave herself, her time, her energy, and her compassion. The Pat Randolph Scholarship is awarded to students who demonstrate volunteerism and community involvement. This year we have 2 awardees. One of them was unable to make it, but we're going to go ahead and talk about him anyways. His name is Ali Al-Hilfi. One of the recipients, he was a 2025 graduate of the Butler High School and will attend the University of Louisville Speed School in the fall, pursuing a degree in electrical engineering. He'll be a first-generation college graduate, and he hopes will open doors for others as well. He applied to Butler's engineer program, which allowed him to man his school's help desk, which taught him problem-solving skills. This deserving young man was also active in the Technology Student Association Club, the National Honor Society, Beta Club in high school. He also volunteered at Schaffner Elementary, his local mosque, Habitat for Humanity, and the Salvation Army Feeding People. We'd like to congratulate Ali as our recipient. And I think Councilperson Gina is going to talk about the other person.
Thank you. So good to see everyone out on today. We have another award for the Pat Randolph recipient. And I have that over there. I thought they had it up here, but they don't. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. I'm going to tell y'all who this is at the very end. How about that? All right. This year, we have a second Pat Randolph Scholarship Award honoring this single mother of 3 children. She is working towards her bachelor's degree in human services with a focus on child and family services. She has attained 2 separate associate degrees in other subjects, but now feels that she can focus on what she really desires. This is working with and assisting children. Her housing choice voucher slot opened just in time for her to be able to pursue this future career. Her perseverance is so strong that she even assisted her future landlord in getting set up as a housing choice landlord. Children have always been her focus, and she has served on her child's PTA board as a chairperson and served as her child's preschool in her child's preschool. She has also assisted with Family Resource Center through JCPS and assisted at a homeless shelter. She currently assists Paul's Fruit Market warehouse by distributing fruit baskets and food throughout our community. Please join me in honoring and congratulating Sierra Woods. Let her stand, come. Does she get to come up? Come on. We want to take another picture, and I believe that is the actual award right there, is it not? All right, let's bring that. All right, you're back in the hands of our MC. Okay.
We have one more special award, and this is the Mabel Wiggins Scholarship Award. This is the 19th year that we have awarded the Mabel Wiggins Scholarship Award. The scholarship's named in honor of Miss Mabel Wiggins, a Housing Authority of Louisville Commissioner for 13 years, 9 of which she served as a chairperson of the Housing Authority of Louisville Board. Throughout her life, Miss Wiggins pursued not only a career as a teacher and a social worker, but also was a dedicated volunteer and community activist serving on numerous boards, creating and promoting programs and services for senior citizens and public housing residents. This scholarship was established and is awarded in memory of her and her many contributions to the Housing Authority of Louisville, her commitment to its residents, and her community activism. The Mabel Wiggins Scholarship is awarded to benefit a public housing or housing choice voucher recipient who wishes to improve his or her quality of life through advanced education. Nakia is going to come up and speak.
Hello. Hello. I will be introducing Miss Selena Walker, and I'll be taking her award on behalf because she couldn't be here today. This year, the Mabel Wiggins Scholarship Award goes to an inspirational Family Scholar House resident. She is a single mother of 4 children, two are attending college. She is continuing in pursuit of her master's degree in healthcare innovation at Spalding University. Life circumstances have thrown many obstacles in her college pursuit over the years, including marrying young, caring, taking care of children, and parent at one point. Later divorce and even lost a partner. Lack of childcare halted her in pursuit in nursing. Now she has the support of the Family Scholar House and a voucher, which allows her to pursue her college dreams, accompanied by childcare support. So this award goes to Miss Selena Walker.
Thank you all. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm going to wrap this up now, but it's not over. The party is going to continue out here where we have cupcakes and other things to celebrate. And I just want to thank you all again for sticking with it, for persevering, for participating in this program with us. I'm very proud of all of you. And remember, when you're going through those challenges and people keep trying to steal your ball or block your shots, you're going to keep shooting, and you're going to remember that all of these people here, we've got your back. And we are here for you. So congratulations. Now let's go party.